gentlemen, welcome to Release Date, where we know nothing about movies, but we still talk about them.
That's right. That's right.
Our movie today is Daddy's Home.
Woo!
We wanted to choose a little comedy, mix things up a little bit. We feel like we've been maybe a little too serious. This movie was directed by Sean Anders, had a $50 million budget, and actually, surprisingly, you'll hear my thoughts later, but 242 million came in return.
That's a great ROI. I'm gonna say it's a great ROI. I've said it once. I'll say it
almost
before.
Almost a 5 ROAS.
That is good
for my people out there.
Yeah, all three of them.
Initial thoughts, anybody?
I like it.
I want to hear your initial thoughts. I did like it, actually.
It was all right. It's not my favorite Will Ferrell movie, you know. It's like good. I'd watch it again probably with a group of people, but I wouldn't watch it by myself. Or I don't feel like I don't think there are too many quotable moments.
So you're just judging me on his quotes, huh?
Well, the dialogue of a movie is pretty important, I would say. Salty.
So you're hating on it. Thank you, Ryan.
It wasn't my favorite, but it was good. Like, it was good.
So I've definitely seen this movie before. It's been a while, but I think I remember it being like, I was like, oh, it'll be all right. But like, I watched it again and I think I enjoyed it more than I did before. So it improved. It improved in my mind, to be honest.
It aged like a fine wine, you know? I actually thoroughly enjoyed this. I love a good comedy, a good stupid comedy, and I think this one is good at it.
Yeah, I don't know. The unrealisticness of the motorcycle going through their front door and then coming back out.
That's the point of it.
It's so dumb. They're trying to be dumb.
It was so stupid.
They're trying to be dumb.
So CGI, so fake. That's the whole point.
It's poorly CGI. They could have done better.
Right. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. That should tell you enough.
I will say so. I think I really like Will Ferrell though, because I think he does a good job of being like surprisingly versatile as an actor.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of times when you think of like versatile actors, you think of like your Tom Hanks, your Sandra Bullocks. But
those are just Thomas's favorite actors.
Well, they're really you know what I'm saying? Like they're like actors that are good in every role, you know?
No, you're good.
And then they can be so many different people. And I think Will Ferrell surprisingly can also do that very well. Like he was like a fiscally responsible adult in this one.
That's true. He's still got his funny humor, but like for a good portion of the movie, he plays just like responsible, like just like good dad.
Well, and I love he can kind of deadpan a little, you know.
He kind of fell apart at the basketball game, though, guys. Let's not forget.
Yeah, he was drunk. Of course, that's what I'm saying for most of the movie, being the key word. Okay.
Oh my gosh!
He threw a basketball at a cheerleader's face.
and then a kid, and then a disabled kid.
Have you guys seen that one video of like I can't tell if it's like an NBA game or like a college game, like a big college game, but there's this kid who gets called down to do like the half court shot or whatever. And he's a college age kid who's wearing a hot dog costume, and there's like the announcer lady, and she's like an attractive lady. And she's like, "Hey, what's your name?" And he says, "Most people call me Robbie, but you can call me anytime." And then he swooshes it from half court.
I've seen that. It's so good.
That's dope.
Just freaking legendary, man. I love it so much. Oh man.
Well, that's all we could ever talk about for the movie. This has been release date.
This is good. This is Holmes. This is Ryan.
Oh man.
What was your favorite part? What was your guys' favorite part?
Okay, I think the ongoing bit of the storytelling to the kids about like the king and the kingdom as like is just so funny. Just like, well, the step king comes in and he's like, I love that.
The step king.
Even if you had a good credit score, you know.
I've never even heard of that before. Didn't know step kings existed.
Because I thought it was just like they just told it at the beginning. I was like, oh, it's kind of funny, but it's like 3 or 4 times they come back to that same story.
And
it's
how they get after each other.
But the real king with his big sword. And it's
Speaking of big swords,
that kills me.
Do you think? Okay, I have a legit question. Can an X-ray really make you sterile?
Yeah, is there science behind that at all, or no?
Like, I can believe it, but I have no clue.
I do love the idea of it because it's just like they're like thinking like what's like the most bland like weird way that like Will Ferrell cannot have kids. It's like, oh, They're at the dentist of all places. I just think it's so dumb. Like some like
Some
druggy
careless
teen
dentist, like assistant or something, just kind of like,
who's
all
getting
right.
paid. He's getting paid minimum wage. I think it's so funny.
X-ray technicians get paid a lot. You'd be
Not at a
surprised.
dentist office.
What?
It's not
You
an
may be
X-ray
right.
technician.
You may be right. Yeah.
Oh man, I think it's so funny.
I
And
don't
like
know.
kids.
Sorry,
just
sorry if we
rich.
offended any X-ray
I
technicians.
know
out there.
nothing. I know nothing.
Oh man.
And then again, you know everything.
Huh?
Yeah?
Eh?
What?
Hmm.
Well,
So
that's
fix
the
it in post.
podcast.
We'll fix it in post. We'll fix it in post.
This is one of those movies like you kind of had to watch to know, I don't
That's
know.
true. Well, I don't know.
What are the parts of it? There's literally Kobe Bryant is in this. Let's talk
That's
about
kinda
that.
The kid. Okay, so they're in New
John-
Orleans, right?
John Cena.
Should we give it just a quick plot?
Yeah, give a quick
summary?
plot. Give a quick plot. Quick little plot.
So it's basically Will Ferrell's a stepdad to this family, to this mom and 2 kids.
Okay, the
He's a
mom.
She's
She's good looking.
I forget who the actor is. Whenever people say like your celebrity crush, I never think of her, but I always see her. I'm like, she's pretty good looking.
I'll look it up for you while you talk.
I'll give her that. So it's like so he's with his family, the mom and the 2 kids, and he's pretty much your typical, just like super nice, caring dad. Probably a little too much. Like
He
but
cries all the time.
he cries. He's way too like emotional. So then the real dad checks back in. He's Mark Wahlberg. He comes in. He's just strong, dope. This like cool dad, and it's their back and forth fight for the whole time of like, Mark's trying to be like, oh, no, you could be the dad, but really he's trying to get in there and ruin the family. And so it's this back and forth between the stepdad and the dad the whole time. And so we get some of the good of, the nice dad. We get some of the good of the, kind of, he's a little tougher, but it's like the good and bad. They both end up ruining it. And then it's a happy ending at the end and we all love it. What, Thomas?
I have a game changer for you. So the mom, her name is Linda Cardellini. She is Velma in the live action Scooby-Doo movies.
Yes, sir. That's one of Thomas's top 5 favorite movies. Arguably.
I was not expecting that.
That's really funny, actually.
That cracks me up, my guy.
Cracked my guy. Thomas got way too excited for that. I was like, what did he?
I thought it was gonna be something bigger, honestly. Sorry, fans.
I just wasn't
He's a
expecting
little
that.
disappointed.
It was so funny. And it's all coming back to me now, My
It's all-
glasses! My glasses! I can't do anything about my glasses. Freaking
Okay,
Linda.
how about this to start off? Whose side are we on? Are we? Do we like the Will Ferrell, or do we like the Mark Wahlberg parenting,
Parenting wise,
or just in general, just characters, thoughts, opinions?
I think like from the standpoint, I don't know. So first off, I think it's kind of crazy that the mom didn't tell Mark Wahlberg that she got remarried. It's kind of a low blow.
Yeah.
But I do think I'm on Will Ferrell's side in the end, just because like he married them, like he's like legally their stepdad, like, and he's a good dad. He's a great dad, Like I don't know.
He's leaving them inspirational notes to their lunch.
In their
I'm like,
lunches.
how cute is that?
Oh,
The
man.
writers of this had to think like, what would like the perfect dad do for his kids? Like
Yeah.
he would make their lunches, he would write them notes, he would take them to school, he would stay inside the cones.
He volunteers everywhere.
He
That one, like,
volunteers. Yeah,
it's
when
like the Girl Scout thing. He's the the volunteer
Yeah.
parent, like the teacher, like.
Oh man, it's so funny. I know, but I do also like Mark Wahlberg, just like the utter opposite, just like the straight boss, Thunderstruck is playing when he's coming down.
Can we please just talk about how dope would it be if you had a theme that just played every single time?
Every time we saw him.
Did you just gulp?
Well, do. I just love that.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like Mark Wahlberg's and Will Ferrell's like connection is just so awkward. Does it make you guys feel awkward?
Right, you
Makes
just
me
hating
feel
on this
awkward.
movie.
Are you?
I feel like you're just hating on it just to hate on it at
Wow.
this point. I thought they were great together.
Interesting. I love their
Uh,
chemistry.
They do it on purpose. But
Yeah, it's like
awkward.
the Office. The
Makes
Office
you-
is straight cringe, but it's like that's what makes it.
It
that's
makes
the
you
whole
feel
point.
so uncomfortable.
Have you seen Dinner Party? Have you seen Scott's Tots?
That's different. It's
Ha-
a different kind of.
It's
It's a
comedy.
different kind of awkward.
What?
Well, I don't. Well, okay? First off, I don't think they were that awkward. What's awkward about it?
I don't know. It seems like it's a little too forced.
Have you seen the
What's
other guys?
forced? What's forced?
The comedy, the jokes.
Give me one example.
We got a hater. Comment down below what you think of this, of Ryan's recent atrocity. Is
Yeah, I'm just honestly, I'm really intrigued now what his rating is going to be. So wait, I'm confused.
explain yourself. Explain yourself.
Wait, so you just think it's awkward, like their interactions with each other, or like what?
Yeah, their interaction with each other. I've also watched videos about like just them about this movie, and they're just like so awkward about it, like the way they dig at each other, and like when they attack each other, it's just like it seems like it's forced. Like they seem like they're real friends in real life, and you can tell that a little bit. Like the acting's almost bad.
Interesting. That might be a hot take, Ryan. That might be a hot
I
take.
think that is a hot take. Because I feel like I don't know. I feel like because at the end they are kind of buddies. You know, they come to like an understanding, and so I think like I do think you legitimately like see that like transition like throughout the whole movie. Because like at the first, like obviously Will Ferrell's just trying to be like polite. You know, like when you first meet somebody, like trying to be polite, trying to figure them out, and then he slowly kind of figures out who he is. And I don't know. I think it was good. Like I actually really liked it. I laughed. I literally laughed out loud at times, and that's hard for me to do in a movie. So,
couple of lulls. Do you like the other guys, Ryan?
I like the other guys. I like the other guys way more than this one.
I don't know. I thought the other guys, it was a little, awkward, the interactions.
Yeah, just they kind of seem, they don't seem. Well, it's like I'm just trying to get, because I feel like that's kind of similar. It's like dumb humor, like over exaggerated, like.
I don't know. Maybe it's the plot. I don't know what it is about this movie. I just don't love it.
What's your favorite scene though?
If you had to pick, if
I
you
don't
was
think
pulling your leg, if you were on a podcast and you had to say,
gun to your head. You can't even think of one.
Ryan does not like this movie.
Oh my gosh.
Wait till we do Daddy's Home 2, okay?
Oh no. I'll be forced to watch that one.
Comment down below for Daddy's Home. We'll tape your eyes open during it.
He was not.
There was one part I actually laughed at, and I don't remember what it was. I laughed out loud, like I was laughing pretty hard. It was during the end. I think it was like the end scene when everything was coming together. Like he was now the dad. They were gonna have a kid, and Mark Wahlberg's like, no, this isn't supposed to happen. Like when they're at the doctor's office, and then things start to go well.
It's like
things start to go well for Will for once. I thought it was kind of funny.
That's true.
Okay, right.
What about you, Holmes? What was your favorite scene or one of them?
Like I said, I was a sucker for the storytelling. They just had. I wish I could remember it more. Maybe Ryan does have a point. Like it's hard to remember maybe some of those like one-liners, but it just killed me every time they were just talking to the kids, and they're like, "Oh," like they just don't get it, and it's like the step king and the king. Let's see. A good one I liked is when the panda, he works at like the radio, like
smooth jazz radio.
When he starts singing
when Mark sings perfectly, gets it first try, they're just all sitting there like, what just happened?
Now don't be upset, but his check is bigger than your everything.
So you get paid $215 for every time they play that on the radio.
Like, yeah, sounds great.
That would be the life, though. Honestly, that'd be so dumb nice. Just you say one little thing and it gets played over and over again. You get paid every time.
The royalties.
Daddy home,
bringing in the dough. I don't know if I had like one main scene, but I said I just thought their interaction was always good and killed me. But
I think one of my favorite scenes is the Christmas scene where well, like it's funny because like
is it like May or April?
It's
April. It's mid-April.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because like Mark doesn't think that Will Ferrell can like compete, like isn't think he can hold up. And he wakes up and he goes
cranks
so hard.
It up.
So, oh look, all these are from Brad, from me. None of these are from you. And it's like, and then a freaking pony. He brings out a freaking pony.
That's better than dog.
The pony was good.
Oh man, the tickets to the Lakers game.
The stupid dog.
The freaking dog, man. Oh man,
the dog creeps me out.
Okay, can we appreciate for a second the fact that like Anthony Davis and Kobe Bryant and stuff are in this movie?
I love that. How do you think? Did they like? They probably took some footage from just like a regular game, but like. you know, it's like, did they have him go to the actual NBA game?
Like, but they were at like it was the Pelicans. Like, why? First off,
Yeah,
why
it was in New
why is that
Orleans.
why is that kid such a big Lakers fan? If
Lakers
they live in
fan?
New Orleans.
I don't know. Actually, it's a good question.
That's a good point. I didn't
Who likes
even
the
think about
Lakers? You
that.
know.
Hey, the Suns. Just quick shout out. Suns are the number 1 in the West right now. Just want to throw that out there to all my Suns fans listening.
How many injured players do they have right now? None. That's the answer. They're
Easy.
healthy. They're doing well.
No,
We like
I'll be
the Suns.
I'll be
We
honest
like
though.
the Suns.
If the Lakers, if the dad, so I was trying to put myself in the kid's shoes. I was like, if I had 2 dads and one offered me to go meet Kobe Bryant, I'd probably go with him. So,
Oh, 100%.
not gonna lie.
I do like. I don't even know the characters of the people in the movie. I just keep calling them Mark and Will. But Mark,
That's fine. I don't know their names either. Brad. I don't remember the actual.
yeah, Brad and whatever. But I like that Mark just knows everybody. Like wherever he goes, there's like,
Yeah.
Hey, how's
He
it
knows the
going? It's like,
doctor.
oh, can I get you? The doctor, like the general manager of the Lakers
Yeah, so it's
or
like-
whatever.
Like after athletic training, I did this. He's like, oh, great, good to hear, good to hear.
Do we still
It's
not
one
know?
thing after another.
Do we still not know what Mark's job is? Like
It's-
he implies he's like a Marine, but like he's not, but
Yeah.
he is or something.
We didn't ever like figured out like special
Some
ops.
sort of-
Like
Some sort of secret service, maybe. He
he's
can
gotta be
like-
talk about it.
something.
Well, honestly, what I could see is I could see him
Maybe
like
that comes out in Daddy's too. I don't know.
that's true. We don't know, but I could see him like getting discharged from the military, just doesn't tell anyone or something,
Yeah.
like pretending he's still in it. I don't know. I could see that.
Do we love like in the very end when he buys a home right across the street and it's like this beautiful masterpiece.
And it's a castle.
extravagant home.
It's a castle.
It's so ridiculous.
So beautiful. The nice car in the driveway.
Okay,
And it's right across the street. He gets married. He has a kid, a step kid.
wait.
John Cena falls on.
The cycle continues. The cycle continues.
You know, I just remembered the freaking
funny.
Cinnabon. Cinnabon.
Oh, it was Cinnabon.
I knew it. You
That's
can't
funny.
make buns like that in a
That was
conventional oven.
He's like, well, you know, you can't make rolls like that in convention.
He called Cinnabon.
So like,
to
can I do this in a regular
verify.
oven or what do I need?
No, those look just like cinnamon. Wow, they taste just like cinnamon. Oh, thank you.
thank
That's
you,
a nice
thank
thing
you.
to say.
I want to do that one morning. Just come
Holy
home with
cow.
Cinnabon. Talk.
Oh.
Everyone wakes up. What?
Honestly, though, that probably was my favorite part of the movie too. Is I loved all the advertising, like the Ford
Oh.
commercials at the beginning of the end.
Oh my god!
Absolutely hilarious. And the fact that Mark still ones up him on
The
his
product
Ford.
placement.
He gets like the extra package.
There's a couple extra,
Yeah.
accessories and
Brad-
stuff. But we
Brad
don't tell Mark.
Brad doesn't really know. Yeah.
Brad doesn't
really
need to know
about
that.
it.
I loved that so much. I think it's hilarious that they did that. That's why like a comedy's funny because like you get stuff like that where like they call themselves out and you wouldn't get that in like a drama or a more serious movie. I love it so much. I think it's hilarious.
The utter ridiculousness of it.
Oh, yeah.
It basically opened up with that scene.
Yeah, they
of the
embrace
car.
it. The Ruby Ford, whatever one it was. I think it's so funny.
The Indian Chief motorcycle.
That's a nice bike.
That was subtle.
That's a nice bike.
That is nice. Okay, can we talk about one of my favorite characters, Griff?
I love Griff.
I forgot
Ryan
about
hates
Griff.
him. Ryan
I
hates
forgot
him.
about Griff.
Ryan hates him. He hates
Because he's
him.
black.
Oh wow!
Is that why you hate the
Uh-oh.
movie, Ryan? Is that why you hate the movie?
No, that's
don't
actually
wanna-
funny because they bring that up so many times.
I was like, Griff never likes.
every
Dad, are you-
time. Every time Griff is there, they're like,
No, Daddy's
"Oh,
a
why-
racist.
why- Does he have to leave? Is it because he's black?
Oh, it's I know you have some prejudice against him. He's like, no, I don't have any prejudice. He's like, he's living at the house too. I love that he's living at the house.
What's this? Daddy's racism.
No,
No,
you're the one
Daddy's
that,
racist.
You're the one that fired him. Daddy's
Oh.
racism. No, son.
Daddy's racist.
if you don't fire him, you're a racist. Oh man.
What does he have? Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I just
Yeah,
I-
he comes in. The mom kicks him out and he's like, hey, what is that? It's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. He's like, yes, sir.
well, I just love to. I was just like, is always like scrounging for food, Just, like in the middle
Yeah.
of in the middle of
He's
their
like-
life.
He's like some bum teenager, just always there.
Like he got let go from one like construction job and he's just like he's living off of them now. Like
Yeah, his wife like kicked him out. Possibly, we don't know.
Is he married? I don't think he's married.
Griff
I don't-
Jr.
Oh, and they
Good.
named their kid Griff. You know what's funny? I bet if that's a backstory, I wonder if like named the kid Griff to prove he's not racist.
Probably he's too nice to.
Yeah.
He'd probably be like, yeah, no. I contend that Griff is the real hero of the show.
I love Griff, honestly. By far best
he,
character.
was, he was my favorite character.
I can get behind that.
Was there any character that like annoyed you or anything?
Well, Ryan apparently didn't like Mark Wahlberg or Will Ferrell, so
I
interesting.
I liked Will Ferrell more than Mark.
Really?
honestly, well, I really like Mark
Mark
Wahlberg.
though,
Mark Wahlberg is probably up there like some of my favorite actors.
dude, because he plays in the what's the army one that we watched?
Lone Survivor.
Lone Survivor. Like he
It's
plays like
so
a
different.
serious, like a very like serious role, like like
Great movie, by the way. I would recommend that.
Guys, but Buddy the Elf, iconic Christmas.
this isn't Elf. This is Daddy's Home.
I know.
And I thought Will Ferrell was great, and so was Mark.
I thought they were good.
I don't I do think, yeah, Holmes, you make a good point in your notes. It says for being a comedy, there's like definitely like some deep stuff about fatherhood, you know?
That's
Well, it's
true.
like I thought it would be like a
Okay.
little like I will
Go
say
into
like
that.
for like other guys is a little more like I think ridiculous out there. But I think Daddy's Home is a little bit more like heartwarming, like it's kind of funny back and forth, but like at the end, like it really is good. Like, hey, like a lot of kids don't have a father. Like, oh, there's a lot of like stepfather. Like that's just like very much more
Yeah.
common, and like it kind of
Well,
like resolved. And I was like, it kind of
Well,
warmed my heart
honestly,
a little
too,
bit.
I think it's good too because I think a lot of times, like in media too, the stepfather is often portrayed as like a bad guy or like the real like the biological dad is like the
Yeah.
real dad, you know. So I think it's kind of good that they show stepdad in like good light too.
That's true. Like they made
um,
him like literally almost as perfect as could be. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
besides him
fair.
losing at the end, but like
understandable. Yeah.
Oh,
So
Like, I don't know.
I like when comedies
the
can be a
moral of
little
the
bit.
story.
I like when they can have a little deeper, like, our guy Landon always loves the stupid dumb humor, which I do love. But I think when comedies can be a little more clever, it can have a little bit more of like
A little more
deeper
zing
meaning.
and a little more pep.
I think I like it. So I think
How about
watching it
even
again, I
more
didn't realize
zing and more
in more pep.
Ugh.
So
Yeah, I agree. Does it? I mean, like, is there anything in here that like makes you? I don't know, because like obviously you don't want to like. Because I think that's like that's the hard line when it comes to like being a dad or like being like a person in charge of other people. Is you like want to be like the fun dad, you want to have like a good time too, but you also like there has to be a line somewhere, you know. And so like, how do you like balance that? How do you balance like being fun and having a good time and also like being the guy in charge? You know, like how do you do that? I don't even know.
that's a great question.
Well, I even noticed that too, like in my
It's a
job, like,
balancing act.
like even like teaching, like I want to have fun too, but I also like we have to get stuff done, you know. And so
It's like well, it's like Mark was the homie, and he was like he had a lot of fun with the kids, did good, but it's like oh, you got to go pick up the kids from school, you got to go stay in line, you got to do this, you got to just volunteer,
And
you got to help, you got to make the lunches.
He didn't want to do any of that.
He's like, oh, that's a lot of response. Like it's the mundane, just kind of like
it's when it's the out of the ordinary, when the out of the ordinary is over, you know, and we like transition into like actual life phase.
true. Well, because it's like they obviously had a lot of fun, like him and like they were traveling, him and his wife, like. Then you have kids, and you're like, well,
Right.
Yeah.
and there's the challenge, folks. There's the challenge.
This was mommy and daddy kissing.
You guys kiss a lot.
Oh man, I love it.
How do we feel about, sorry to go away from the serious stuff, but how do we feel about the skateboard scene?
The skateboard scene.
The half pipe in the backyard with Market Super Mad builds a treehouse.
It's a dope treehouse too. He's got a zip line. He's got a net
And the
climbing up
zip
to it.
line, the zip line straight to the gate opening.
Like that's hype.
I
want
always
want that to be my backyard.
I always wanted a tree house growing up. I always wanted one so
Me
bad.
too. I
Aw,
never got one though.
Did you ever have one, Ryan?
I don't think so.
I just honestly,
I
I
did.
think looking back on it,
We never had a tree in our backyard.
well, yeah,
so-
well, looking back on it, my parents were like, oh yeah, we don't have the right kind of tree for that because like we didn't. They were just like tall, skinny ones, and but looking back on it, I think it was they just didn't want us to have one anyway, like
You're
to like
eh.
ruin the backyard, and so they used that as an excuse. But it was like a true excuse at the same time. But like that's clever girl.
It's true.
Janet coming in clutch.
Yeah.
Thomas's yard is by far the best.
Agreed. Your yard is nice.
Yours is dope, actually. Though it's
Really?
like it's
You
got
really
like
mean that?
yeah,
The
it's got
basketball hoop.
the
You got the
waterfall
whole
too.
grass space. The waterfall.
It's practical. Like I like how like
The
it had
waterfall.
like it comes and it goes like around.
Don't you
on the
dare
hill.
bring up a waterfall.
Should we live next to the waterfall?
Man, I can't wait for Quiet Place 2. Can I
That's
just say
coming
that?
soon. That's coming soon. We'll for sure have to do Quiet Place before that. Kind of hype us up
Or-
again.
Or a joined episode. We watch.
Should we do a joint episode?
Back to back.
Do a double
Kind of a
feature?
long.
We do like a 2-hour long episode?
Did I just see that in the comments? Yeah, joint
If-
episode. They say
On the
yes.
live stream, they say do the just don't make
Yo,
it too long.
Wait, could we legit please do a live stream? I don't even know how to do that, but I want to do one.
We should.
Sure.
Well, yeah, no, we could do it on YouTube, but like
Twitch
I think
for sure.
it'd be the opposite. We'd have to strip the audio, then I think put it in the
We'll
the
figure it
podcast.
out. We'll fix it in post.
Fix it in post. Our tech guy's on it. We'll do a whole
Mhm.
thing.
Your who's your tech guy, huh? Like, I want to meet him.
You.
Yeah, it's you.
Mhm.
So Daddy's home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have a lot? Like I don't know. Like, is there a lot more to say?
I don't even know, man.
Did you guys say parts you guys hated? Are there anything? Are there? Any
I don't know if
parts
there's anything
you
I
guys-
hate though.
As I said, like I thought it was fine.
There's good
Not-
stuff, but I don't think there's anything like that really I don't like at all.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
Like I said,
mine was the motorcycle scene.
The thing with comedy though is like it's supposed to be kind of dumb and like
Yeah.
you know, so it's like I like if I feel something's kind of like yeah like it wasn't as funny or something, but
Yeah. Wait, what were you gonna say about the budget? You said you had something about the budget, right?
me or oh yeah right yeah.
You said
Did
something
you?
about the budget and said we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, Ryan.
Like how could you say?
He's not feeling it. He's not feeling the budget.
I don't remember that. What budget?
And with
Well,
that, he's
so
out.
like how much it made in the box office and stuff for its budget.
I said that at the beginning.
I think he just said it was good.
Yeah, that's pretty good return.
I thought you said like it didn't make sense. I don't know.
That's like they make $5 for every one they spend. That's pretty good.
I thought there was something a little deeper there. All right, whatever.
Well, that's what I'm now saying.
Oh, gotcha.
You heard?
Gotcha.
With Purd. I said what I said.
You heard with Bird.
I
Another
guess
fun fact: it was made in 2015. I don't know. When did Daddy's Home 2 come out? 2018.
2017.
It was 2 years after.
Oh yeah, I looked it
Wow.
up.
Wow.
Interesting.
So I'm sure Ryan will hate that too. No big deal. I just thought it was a good like it was a fun little family thing. Had some I think maybe some deeper underlying like some good father stuff. And then it was just like I said, I like the Mark and the Will, I just think are a funny duo.
I love
So
their duo.
I thought that back and forth was funny.
Yeah,
And I love Mark Wahlberg. He's jacked too.
he's so ripped,
Mhm.
man. He's yoked
Doing-
out of his
doing-
mind.
Doing the pull-ups in the garage.
That's so funny. I love that. That's the dream.
Dude, that's actually tough to do. Do you think he can legit do one arm pull-ups?
I
Can
think
you?
he's
I bet he could. It
That's
looks real.
when
Okay.
he was in that shape, I'm sure he could.
That's fair.
It's
But,
possible.
but he's
You don't wanna-
he's no John
you don't-
Cena.
You don't want
John Cena.
John Cena pulls up.
If
When, he's-
there's
when Will's like
there's-
he's got legs for arms.
if there's gonna be anyone else that was gonna pull up with that motorcycle, who do you think else would
Yeah.
do good? I think The Rock would be a
The
great
Rock.
one.
I was gonna say The Rock. Actually, that's funny.
The Rock's for sure. Probably I would have expected that. Could have seen that.
I'm trying to think, is there anyone else who's like
just yoked out of their mind.
who just looks
Terry-
really strong?
Terry Crews.
Oh, Terry Crews.
Terry
I
Crews
can
would
see
be a
that.
good one. Terry Crews is huge.
LeBron James.
Just any
They get
NBA player.
LeBron.
No, you know that would be funny though if they actually got someone like famous.
That's actually
Like,
really funny.
John Cena.
well, no, like that's someone that's like
Like
you know
a
what I mean?
sports player?
Like somebody that's famous in that universe that like is instantly recognizable, like Kobe Bryant, like someone like that. You know, like
yeah.
pulls up and it's like actually somebody that's
because they had the NBA theme.
yeah.
Zlatan,
Chris Hemsworth maybe.
Chris Hemsworth. That'd be funny.
Yeah, I think that'd be so funny though. I love
Thomas
that.
didn't like that one. Thomas didn't like that one.
No, he didn't.
Hey,
he
he
didn't
just
say no.
doesn't. I mean, he's yoked, but is he like yoked? You know what I'm
But
saying?
it's the looks though.
Thor?
It's like the good looks. It's like the oh wow like
We got Thor.
What about
pulling
like steamy Captain America right after he gets out of the tube thing, just like glistening?
up out of the tube thing.
You know, the tube thing.
You made that sound so unappetizing.
You know what I'm talking about? The tube thing.
Just squeeze him out of the toothpaste.
Oh man.
We just I don't know what's going on. Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
And this awkwardness you're feeling right now in between us is what I felt in the movie. No, I don't feel any awkwardness, right?
I just don't like. It's supposed to be.
It.
We should have watched it together because Ryan, I'm surprised.
Well,
maybe I was in a mood. I don't know. Maybe we should watch it again.
Were you also like working during watching it?
A little bit.
Well,
Thank you, Ryan.
And that's Dallas.
Maybe I was in too serious of a mindset. Maybe you're right.
Man, I don't know. I think too, because like we've watched a lot of serious movies, so I think maybe too we were
Yeah.
expecting it to be more serious, expecting to get more discussion out of it, which I don't know if it's gonna happen because it's not a serious movie, you know.
And
That's true.
yeah.
Maybe it's hard to go deep with the comedy. Comment down below what you think.
It's an experience, you know. We're still figuring things out. We're still learning. Like, no shame.
Yeah.
Well, it's like for comedy too.
Comedies are harder.
I
For
feel like
sure.
for comedy, it's better like if we can like quote it or like really know it well because it's like that's so funny, but it's like I'm really kind of having a hard time on like
You have to watch it a few times to know. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Plus,
Like-
plus it's like with like Chaos Walking that like Ryan went to a whole universe building thing, and it's like with this we're just like yeah, it was funny, like yeah. Mark,
Yeah,
mhm.
there's just not a whole lot of depth, you know. Which one thing is like that's the point of a comedy. It's meant to be like lighthearted, you know. It's not meant to like
yeah.
make you question everything you know and love.
It's supposed to make you laugh, Ryan, and apparently it didn't do that.
Maybe we should get more quotes.
You know, what'd be interesting.
When he's on the phone with them, that was so funny. He's
It was
like, yeah,
the
no,
first
I won't give you my social security number.
I'm not
with
comfortable
that.
doing that.
But my credit score is 750. I'm pretty proud of that.
Pretty proud.
That's good though.
The conversation he's having, he just kills me.
I would say
My
so,
mother's
like,
maiden name. My mother's maiden name. Yeah, this is it.
I think though it would be I'd be interesting to talk to like somebody who's been in a family with divorce and like has had a step parent. Like I wonder if there's like anything relatable there, you know? Like I don't know. I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah, their target audience was that. I don't know.
Go deep with that.
Maybe they played it more to that, and those are things that just went over our head. I don't know.
That's true. Maybe there's some nuances there that we just didn't catch, which is probably a good thing, right?
It probably
Think about
is.
it.
Well, I don't know if it's a target audience. I mean, I think statistics. I mean, there's a lot more divorce.
Well, isn't it statistically like 50% of marriages end in divorce? I've heard that stat. I don't know. Is that true though?
Yeah, is that that is like a very common thrown around. Like
How many marriages? I'm gonna look it up. End in divorce.
Yeah,
2020.
look it up. I was gonna look up.
I'm
Let's
curious
see. Let's get a little depressed, shall we?
because I just think that's more common. So
It says almost.
these
Oh.
days.
Whoa. Oh, this is impressive.
92%.
The U.S. divorce rate has hit a 50-year low.
Really?
Was that last year?
2020. Yeah.
Everyone was stuck inside with each other.
They had to make it work.
They learned to love again.
Oh, but that also might be
The
'cause
quarantine story.
You know
Learning
what
to
though?
love again.
That it also might be
Write that down. Write that down.
That's Ryan's new book.
It
Over 1
also-
million copies sold. Sorry, say what were you gonna say?
Say it also might be because the marriage rate is at an all-time low as well. So there's less divorces because there's less marriages.
Oh, that's awkward. Well, without him out.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Takes it off, leaves, turns off his video.
Just still on here awkwardly.
Interesting. The divorce rate 2.7 per thousand.
2.7 per thousand. Wait, how does what?
And the marriage rate is 6.1 per thousand as of what year is this? 2020. So it's a little less than half. Yeah.
Interesting.
Huh. All right.
Well, let's get to our rating then. Okay.
Do we want Ryan to go
If-
first or last?
okay.
That's the real question.
I'm gonna go last because I feel like if I go first, you guys are gonna rate yours even higher.
Just skew the data.
Just to one up me.
Yeah, you see how that happened with National Treasure. I think whoever goes first has a disadvantage. Please, fans, defend me.
But
What if we all say our score at the same time this time, and then we all go into it?
all right. So we all say at the same. Does everyone have a score in mind?
Okay, okay, give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. I'm just.
Let me look at my other scores real quick.
I look at my other scores too.
I'm pretty sure I have.
I always have an idea, but I always got to make sure, just kind of double check. Okay.
Hmm.
Oh man.
Okay.
Wait, are we still gonna?
I have mine. I'm comfortable with.
Are we still gonna have time to talk about it after though? Everyone, each 30 seconds.
Yeah. But this way we should have. We get it all out there.
Maybe this is a good way to do it from here on out. So we all say it at the same time.
We're piloting this thing. Okay. We're in episode what? 5,
are we ready?
6?
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta decide. On the decimals.
This is the most stressful part of our entire.
I know, seriously. I can start sweating. Okay. I got something.
All right. Ready?
Yes. Those are long seconds.
5, 4, 3.
He
starts over. 10, 9. No. 20. How about 3, 2?
Okay. 3. Wait, on go. Like 3, 2, 1, go.
Wait,
or like on 1.
Was that your rating, Thomas?
Rock paper scissors shoot. Wait, you give it a 3?
Let's do it on go. So 1, 2, like boom, 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 and then you say it.
Holmes,
1, 2, 3.
Holmes, let's not say anything when he counts down, and then
all right. Sounds good. Oh, hey, Thomas.
Hey, Tom.
I don't know. Wait, what are we gonna do?
This got dragged out so much longer than it should.
At the same time.
So
all right. Looks like we gotta
say it.
We gotta stick with the old way.
No,
we're going back.
No, we gotta get started.
Idea.
No. Wait, let's do it at the same time.
We hate it.
Let's do it at the same time. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. Are we ready? Do we have a thing in mind?
Okay, I do. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
4.2.
5.3. Whoa.
Holmes, yours was 6.3?
No, 5.3.
What was yours, Thomas? 6.
Say it.
No change.
No changing back. No changing back.
I heard 6 point something.
I heard 6 point something.
6.4.
Whoa. So it went 4.2, 5.3, 6.4.
All right, hold on. Let me write this in. So Holmes, you did 5.3.
I said 5.3. 5.3.
Ryan said what?
4.2. Above chaos walking though.
Everything's above chaos walking. Okay. All right.
Chaos walking is kind of our low ball. That's our low ball right now.
Okay, so who wants?
That's the floor. That's the floor to beat.
Who wants to go first? Ryan, I want you to go first. I really want to hear it. Okay,
I'll go first.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
You guys basically already heard why I gave it such a low score. I thought the acting was all right. I think they could have done better. The CGI was terrible. I did like the product placement. I love the product placement. Some quotes were great, but it wasn't like the whole movie. I was just like nonstop laughing. And there are some comedies that I've seen where that is the case. This just wasn't that. It was just the hit and miss, hit, hit, miss, hit. I liked the end though. The end scene was my favorite part for sure.
Okay, interesting. Well, it's interesting how you rate it within, like, I think the comedy sphere too. Like you compared it. Just fair. I can see it a little bit. All right, who's next?
Do you want to go or do you want me to go?
I can go.
No, I'll go.
No, I'll go.
No,
you go.
Okay, I'll go. Okay, count me down.
I gotta time you. How much is it again? 30 seconds?
Yeah, 30.
I always forget. Come.
Oh wait, when do I go?
Right now.
I thought you were starting the game.
Oh, sorry. Well, right.
3.
I want Holmes to count me down.
2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, I actually really like this movie. I think it had pretty much everything I want in a comedy. Like, I want it to be lighthearted. I want it to be dumb. I want me to be able to laugh, like, and enjoy it, like, not have to think too seriously about it. Like, I think that's a good comedy. Like, yeah, it's not the most clever thing in the world, but I think it has a pretty decent, like, rewatchability rate. I think it'd be a good party movie. Like, it's one of those things, like, where you can watch it and also, like, talk during it and, like, not really miss anything. Like, I don't know. I just think it's fun. It's light. And, like, that's all I really care about in a, like, comedy.
All right. To put this into perspective, you rated this above Godzilla vs. Kong, right?
Yes, I did that on purpose.
It was intentional.
Yes.
What's your lowest movie? Chaos Walking?
Chaos Walking.
Chaos Walking.
Is Chaos Walking all of ours lowest?
Chaos Walking was only 1.3 behind this though for you.
Yikes. Ryan, you have some of the lowest balls.
Ryan's just a little
Wide range.
Well, then
But
Holmes.
the highs are highs and the lows are lows.
Wait, what did you just do?
That's on me. I clicked on something. That's on me. Just ignore that. Ignore that.
All right. Holmes, are you ready? I'll count you down.
Control Z that real quick.
3, 2.
Hear me out, dude. No, okay. So I think it was fine. It was funny. I said it was, like I said, it's a comedy, so I don't take it too seriously. With that, I don't think I'd rate it too high either, but it's just relaxing fun. But I thought there was some good family undertonage, you know, maybe some like realistic, like I could see that happening. But they took when it was time to be ridiculous, they were. And I said, I just love the Mark and the Will Ferrell chemistry. I thought was really good. Unlike someone else who thought, but
Done.
The cones. Stay within the cones.
Oh man.
He's just freaking out. He drives off.
I have to stay within the cones.
Like an ice cream.
How high do you, okay, real quick for you guys, how high do you think a comedy could get for you as far as overall score? Like,
what does a perfect comedy look like to you? That's a good question.
You know, because it's like I don't see it getting much high. Like for me, as far as favorite movies, like top tier, I don't think I put a comedy in there.
Imagine Nacho Libre and change nothing.
That's the perfect comedy.
But even then, I wouldn't put Nacho Libre at a 9. It might be in the 7 realm or like skimming to an 8.
I could see that. I think with Ryan, like a good, my top tier comedies would be in like the 7s.
Yeah,
but
agreed.
It wouldn't breach the top tier of my favorite movies.
You know, I don't really know what mine would be. What my top? I think I just have to watch it and then decide in the moment, like I usually do, and give an arbitrary score that doesn't really relate that much to the other scores I've given.
Oh man.
Anyways, I'm excited for our next show, 1917. Stay tuned for next week, ladies and gentlemen.
That's true. No, we're excited.
I think it's gonna be a good one. I don't think any of us have seen it, right?
I haven't
seen it.
But I've heard it's incredible.
Is this the one that's supposed to be kind of like one long shot?
One take.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oof.
I like it.
You ready?
All right.
I don't know if I am.
Well, I guess
we'll see.
We'll find out next week, baby. Sitting on a release date.
Sitting on a release date. We watch them, so you don't have to.
All right. Have a great week.
This is Ryan.
This is Holmes.
And this is Thomas.
This is release date.
Release date.
We watch them, so you don't have to.
Wait, can we get one more take on that?
Run that back. He's the third one. Are we off yet or no?
No, we're not off yet.
Thomas,
We're still not.